Natalie, how you going? Thanks for joining me today on Chats with Alex.
I'm good, Alex. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. It's nice and warm these days here, so I'm enjoying all the nice weather we're getting. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's the total opposite of what we got here. It is seriously windy, rainy, and grey. So
How are you enjoying the Christmas season, the festive season?
it's kind of slow, to be honest, for me at the moment. I've just been focusing on. I just released a new single, so I was really focusing on that, and I'm kind of just trying to get everything in order before the festive season really begins, so that I can just kind of sit back and relax a bit more this year.
I really love the new song Jamais. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really really so happy that even people that don't speak French are kind of connecting with the song. I mean, I always say that you don't need to speak a language to understand what the singer's talking about, but it's really been lovely to see the positive reaction from people. So thank you so much.
I love the power in your voice and how you sing the whole song is beautiful because French is a beautiful language. But I just love like the chorus as well with all the power and strength behind your voice. It's really awesome.
Thank you.
What inspired you to write the song and to do a song in French?
Okay, so I speak several languages, and I've actually got a degree in French and Spanish translation. So I have been speaking those languages for many years, and I really wanted to kind of make use of the language skills. So as you know, I released a Greek song a couple of years ago, Spanish song last year, and I thought, I might as well make it a hat trick and write something in French. And French is a very kind of different vibe, like whereas Greek and Spanish it's like it can be kind of like super passionate kind of language. I think with French, I wanted it to be a little bit softer in what I was doing. I didn't want to write like a kind of empowerment anthem like I did with the other two. I wanted to make it a little bit more gentle and talk about how the music industry makes me feel and how it feels to be constantly rejected and overlooked. And it's such a tough industry. And I wanted to put all that emotion into the beautiful language of French and really just get that into every lyric. And I wanted everything to be kind of quite chilled out until right at the end, where there would be a big like drum roll and it would just become a big chorus. And that's where I start getting a little bit more angry. But up until that point, it's just a really beautifully constructed French sort of sad song. But yeah, it's been really nice. It was a great experience recording it, just kind of getting back into my French mode. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way it turned out.
It's a really good experience to hear it, especially through speakers. And I love the whole chill vibe, and the production just complements your voice really well as well. And then, as you said at the end, it's just like full. So yeah, really nice build up.
Thank you.
Have you been to France?
Yes, I lived in Paris as part of my studies when I was at uni. It was a kind of a split year because I went to Spain as well, but I was there for about 4 months and I studied there. Kind of just was forced to go there and speak French and be part of the culture and things like that. And I loved it. I had such a wonderful time, and I managed to make some French friends who lived sort of in the suburbs of Paris as well. So I got to know different areas, and I just absolutely fell in love with the city. It's obviously a bustling city like London, but there's a different vibe. I really just loved. It was busy, but it wasn't as crazy as London is. It was just a little bit less manic, and I really loved it. And I really love the French people, the Parisians. I loved them. Yeah, so I mean, I've been back several times, but I would love to explore more of France at some point.
That's really awesome. And in England, what's the music scene there like with all the musicians in England? Are they supportive of one another, and what's it like?
It's it's a bit of a weird one, if I'm being honest. I mean, there are definitely there is a great community here. Like I will say that, but there is a group of people that is quite cliquey, and they don't want you to kind of get into their little crowd. It's almost like they don't want you to succeed. They don't want to help you. If I'm always so happy when my fellow musicians succeed or get their wish, or their hard work has paid off, because it's amazing, because like obviously I would want the same for myself. But then if I ask somebody, oh, that's great, do you have any tips on how you did that, there's a lot of people that will suddenly close themselves off and say, oh no, I don't know, or like I'm not allowed to give any information to you or whatever. And it's a little bit weird. So there's a group of people like that, but then there's I'd say a bigger community that really just wants to help each other. We go to each other's gigs, we support each other, share each other's stuff online. It takes a second to like something, right, on social media, but it means everything to us. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but we're just out there doing our thing.
I feel like it's the same pretty much everywhere these days, like that.
Yeah.
But if you truly love what you do, you just got to keep going and never give up, and just keep pursuing what it is you love to do, no matter what.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's always great if you can get a bit of advice and help from people out there, but you know what? If you just got to get on and do it yourself, if you know.
When it comes to like getting advice from people, do you think it's best to get advice from someone who's actually been there and done it, rather than just any random person off the street?
I think I'd say yes and no, but I mean, obviously, if someone's been there and experienced something, they're going to have a first-hand experience of the situation, right? But sometimes it's nice to get a sort of outsider's opinion on things. I often ask my friends, or my mum and dad, if what their thoughts would be on something that I might want to do, music related. But because they're so out of it, they've got no idea what's going on in the industry. Sometimes it's nice to have a different viewpoint, and that can sometimes kind of spark another idea. So I mean, I'm just happy to get as much information as possible from people. And anything helps.
Is there someone in the music industry who has inspired you, that's an artist, or just someone that you know over the years that has encouraged you?
Well, I mean, if we're talking artist, I'm going to go like super legend status, Freddie Mercury. He's just like, I mean, I don't know if you can see in the shot here, but I've got some pictures of him up on the wall. I mean, he is just, everything about him has inspired me for as long as I can remember. So, I mean, I would have loved to have been old enough to have gone to see them perform, So I would say him for sure as an artist. But, I think there's a lot of people that have encouraged me over the years. It could be just someone you meet at a gig that's in the audience, someone that just says, never give up, or whatever it might be. And it all kind of just, I store it all inside of me. And it's just, oh, remember that person that said never give up, or remember that person that really loved that song, that really meant a lot to them, So yeah, there's that. But I mean, my parents have always been really supportive of what I do. I mean, okay, they probably would have liked it if I'd gone into something a bit more kind of stable as a career, but they've never stopped me or deterred me from doing what I want to do. And I think I'm really lucky like that. So yeah.
And what do you think you need if you really want to pursue music like fully as a professional? What do you need inside of you to be like, okay, this is what I want to do, and no matter what anyone else tells me, this is what I'm going to do?
So after years of doing this, I would say the simplest answer to that question is self-belief, because I was a very, very shy kid. I really had no self-confidence. I kind of still don't have that much. And I think that really would have helped me coming up in the industry when I was younger. I was just convinced that I needed external validation. And then when I didn't get it, it would make me feel like I wasn't good enough. And it felt like all my choices were wrong because people were asking me to change, change how I sound, change how I write, change how I look. Everything just wasn't what they wanted. So trying to do that never worked. And I feel if I had more belief in myself and my my music and what I have to say, maybe things would have been a bit different for me. I mean, I don't know, but now I'm older and wiser. I can look back on that, and I definitely have more self-belief now. So I guess I'm kind of making up for it.
What was a turning point for you where you were like, okay, this is it. I'm not going to listen to anything else anyone really says about me. I'm going to do it no matter what.
I think I've always been a little kind of stubborn, so I would always say like I'm not going to listen to you. I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. But it really wasn't until 4 or 5 years ago, which is so recent, that I just decided to be like, if I'm going to release music as an artist, as myself, I have to write the way I want to write, and I have to make the music I want to make. And you know what? I really don't care if the industry doesn't want it. I'm making music that I can feel proud of one day, and that now my fans really enjoy. And I have a small but really loyal fan base, and I love every single one of them. And I know everything I release, they totally understand where I'm coming from, and they love what I do, and that's all I can ask for. So I think that turning point when I released Catch 22 in 2020, I was just like, you know what, I really don't care. I don't even care if no one listens to it. I just have to release the music because I'm proud of it, and this is who I am. And honestly, there's so many musicians in the world. If someone doesn't like it, they can go and find another musician that they want to listen to. I don't take it personally anymore. So I'm just like, whatever, I have to just do what I have to do. And if I can make music for my fans and for myself, that is going to make me happy.
I love that. And I think that's what it's all about, just having the self-confidence in yourself to be able to just put something out and enjoy it. Because if you enjoy it, then obviously it's going to be translated well. And well, if it doesn't, it doesn't matter because you still did what you're proud of.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's really important, and to be able to, when we're old and grey one day, to look back and be like, hey, I did that, and it was good, and I was really proud of it.
Because we, as artists, I feel like sometimes we forget that what we put out in the world stays there forever. It's not like it will disappear, it will always be there. And
Yeah,
I feel like you don't want to leave something behind which isn't a part of yourself.
exactly. Yeah.
How many songs do you have out there in the world at the moment that are from you, Natalie Miranda?
I think it's coming on to like 16 or 17 singles, but I do have a load of dance music that's out there that has been their co-writes with several international producers. That thing kind of just came around on its own. I think back in 2017, it was like a recommendation from a friend, and it's kind of snowballed since then. I think it's kind of like a sort of house music, and the producers are after 90s diva kind of voices. And so I did a couple, and then other people heard it, and then they got in touch with me and they said, oh, we heard you on so and so's track, can you do ours? And so that's kind of a whole other side of me. So there's a bunch of sort of featuring Nathalie Miranda dance tracks that are out there in the world. So yeah, I don't know how many, but it's all good. It's all just different sides of me. So I'm happy that they're out there.
Have you done any collaborations before?
Yeah, I mean, I've been collaborating probably since 2016 to 2017. I think the dance tracks were like the real first collabs that I ever did. I mean, I've always co-written with people over the years, but as far as releases go, these were the first true collaborations that went out there. And they're good. You get to see how other people work, how other people write, if you can actually work with them, because sometimes you can't. And you just have to be honest about that and move on. But I've been really lucky. I've found a sort of group of producers that come back to me, and we keep working on different dance music. Sometimes I've even written for other artists they're producing themselves. So it's been good, and it's just another way of kind of getting my voice out there. Someone hears the dance track, they might go and check out my music as well. So yeah, it's good.
Have you ever had a song of yours on the radio?
Not mainstream radio as such. I mean, that there. Am I allowed to name radio stations on your show?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
should be
So
good.
there is a BBC Radio London over here in the UK. They've been really good to me. They've been supporting my music for best part of 5 6 years. So every time I have a single, they'll play it. Sometimes they invite me onto the show, and I get interviewed as well. And it's David and Carrie Grant. So if they're watching, thank you. They're always supporting me. But it's really hard to get the kind of mainstream radio play here. Other than that, for me, I've really tried so hard. Indie radio stations have been amazing. Always just playing my songs, supporting, even years after I've released something, they'll still be playing something. There's a great indie community, as I'm sure you know. But yeah, it's oh, my Greek song's been played on London Greek radio, so hey, that's good as well.
Would you be willing to sing a little bit of your Greek song now, like a verse and a chorus, like a cappella?
Oh my goodness, I haven't even warmed up. That's a big song. I could maybe sing a bit of the verse. Let me just get into my Greek mode. Hang on. So it's okay. Βρέθηκα πάλι εδώ στην ίδια στιγμή που με έχεις κλείσει στη χρυσή σου φυλακή με κομμένα τα φτερά μου. Βρέθηκα πάλι με έναν πόνο στη καρδιά γιατί η αγάπη σου ήταν μόνο στα χαρτιά και ήταν ένα ψέμα.
Bravo, bravo, very good.
Thank you.
Would you ever consider going into Eurovision?
Okay, myself personally, no. But I have actually submitted some songs for other artists, different countries for Eurovision, and that's fine. Like I have no problem with the show itself, but for me as an artist, it's not for me. Yeah,
Fair enough. That Greek song, is that on Spotify?
it is. It's everywhere. Yeah.
I really loved your song "You Got Soul." That was really cool.
Oh, thank you.
Can you sing a bit of "You Got Soul"?
You got so. Oh, you're testing me today, Alex. Okay, hang on a sec. Do you know, sometimes I even forget that these songs are out there, so I have to try and remember what they are. Okay, so there's a girl that I know so well, trying to break her wicked spell. Cause you know she lost her job apparently for nothing. But she doesn't let it get her down. She's gonna turn it all around. Find a friendly face in another place who will look at her and say, you got soul, soul. They're all backing vocals. So.
Loved it. What's that song about?
You Got Soul was inspired by me getting fired from a job. This was several years ago. I was working at an estate agent's, and they fired me like for no legit reason. They just fired me, and they just couldn't make up a legit reason for me to be fired. And I was really upset, and I came home, and a couple of weeks later, I was like, I want to write a song about how it doesn't matter what happens in your life, you know, whether you lose the job or you lose the girl or you don't feel good enough or whatever it might be, as long as you got soul and you believe in yourself, everything's going to be fine. You know, you can face whatever life throws at you. So, yeah, I've always kind of hoped that somebody from that firm heard it. But I mean, they probably don't even remember who I am, but I would love to just rock up there one day and be like, hey, this song's about you.
You definitely should. I feel like when people go through a lot of rejection, they like tend to be like, "Oh, I don't really want to do this anymore," and they feel like giving up. But I feel like it's rejection is often a path to redirection, I think so. And sometimes what's not meant for us is for the best. Would you say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I do. I'm believing that more as the years go by. You know, Like just for example, with that job, I was devastated. I thought my life was over because I lost this like job in an estate agents, but it wasn't for me. And now I know that, I'm not the kind of person that can work in an office. It drives me crazy. So I don't do that kind of thing anymore. So you so learn your life lessons for sure.
You seem like very musical. I'm wondering, do you have anyone else in your family that's musical?
So my dad's dad, my grandfather, was a violinist, a fantastic violinist, very well known within the Greek community here. He did all the weddings and stuff like that. But he was like a virtuoso. He could listen to anything and play anything. I mean, it's definitely in my blood. I also have a second cousin in Cyprus who's a performer, a singer. So neither of my parents are particularly skilled in it. I mean, my mum loves music; she just loves it, and she loves to sing. But I think she probably needed a few singing lessons. Bless her. Maybe I should give her some singing lessons. But my all my family loves to dance and loves to listen to music and true music lovers. So I think it kind of really stemmed from my grandfather. And he was really, when I first started to sing and write, he was so, so happy. He was like, yes, finally, like another person in the family that's got the kind of the gene.
When you were younger, what sort of songs and artists did you grow up listening to in the family home?
So many. I mean, my mum used to play a whole variety of songs when I was teeny tiny. She'd play George Michael, Queen, Whitney, Greek music. So I was brought up in a house with a whole eclectic range of music. But as I got older, I really gravitated towards the older stuff. So I was listening to, like in the 90s, I was listening to stuff from the 70s and the 80s, a lot of Queen, a lot of Whitney, Prince, all that kind of stuff is, and that's what I still listen to today. It really inspires me and motivates me. And I really do love Greek music. I feel like it's really kind of growing up listening to it has made me the singer I am today. I think Greek music, as you know, is over the top, passionate, it's dramatic. It's like, oh my God, and I think I'm quite a dramatic singer and I put that into my music. So I feel like growing up listening to Greek music was definitely a factor in that.
Who's your favorite Greek artist ever?
I love Antonis Remos. I think isn't he the best? He's
Yeah,
just
yeah, I love
like,
him. Yeah, he's good.
yeah, I mean, I discovered him a lot later than most people. It was kind of like the very late 90s. But I love him. Everything about him is just, amazing. And I think I prefer the male Greek singers just because everything is so much more like, it's like so dramatic. It's all so tragic. But there's some great female artists as well, Navishi, so many. And I think it's great that music is still very popular within our culture for sure.
Have you been to Greece and Cyprus, and how many times have you been there, and what do you enjoy most about going there?
So Cyprus, I've been going to every year of my entire life. I love Cyprus. It's every time I go there, I feel like it's where I should be. I mean, it's where my parents are from, and I feel like that's where my heart lies for sure. I've been to Crete. I haven't been to Greece mainland. I don't know why I haven't been. It's insane, but I'd really love to go to Athens next year for sure. But yeah, I feel there's something about it when you're there. You feel like it's like your people. It's a very strange feeling. I mean, I've been born and raised in London. I still don't feel like I belong here. It's very, very strange. I don't know how you feel in Oz, but
Yeah, pretty
it's
much the same way. Every time
yeah,
I go to Greece, I feel like I'm back home.
yeah. It's really, really weird. And if you try to explain it to someone on the outside, like when I try to explain this to my husband, he doesn't get it. He's like, but you know, you've been living in London your whole life. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand.
But in Melbourne, I don't know if you know, there's a big Greek population. There's like
Yes.
300,000 Greeks at least.
Wow. Okay. So that's that. I mean, we've got a big community here, but not that big. That's crazy.
How
That's
is the
good
Greek
though.
community there?
Listen, they are most of the time they're like, you know, we're supportive of each other. Certainly when my parents came over to England, they stuck together like glue. They were super supportive of each other. They helped each other start businesses and whatnot, you know. I feel like it's a little bit different now. There's a lot of people over here that kind of don't, this is going to sound weird, but kind of don't practice their roots, if you know what I mean. Like a lot of the younger generation, for example, don't speak Greek. They don't see the point because they live in England, you know. So I feel like we're losing the passion for our culture or our roots, which is quite sad. So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely changed over the past 10 years, I think, over here in terms of the community. Like even London Greek radio plays a lot of English music these days, whereas 25 years ago it was like 100% Greek. So yeah, things are changing.
If you could collaborate with like any Greek singer, male or female, who would it be?
Oh, well, I mean, like I said, I love Ramos, but I also like Theodoridou. I always get her name wrong. Nadasa Theodoridou. She's amazing. And I went to see her sing earlier this year in London, and she was like so amazing. She's got this smooth voice, and every word she says is just, you feel everything she's saying. So I think we'd get on really well.
How about Elena or Josephine? Do you know her?
I don't know Josephine. Elena, do you mean Babarisu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like her too. She's cool. Yeah.
What's one of the best moments you've had with a fan?
Oh, there's been a couple actually. I had a few years ago, a German fan turned up to one of my gigs here in London. He watches me on my live streams, and he just turned up. And it was during that time when travel wasn't 100% back. And he turned up, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" You know, come all the way from Germany to see me, and so that was cute. And he brought me a bunch of printed photographs for the screenshots that he takes when I do my live streams. And he took all these screenshots and printed them out and gave them to me. But there's been other cute moments. There was one guy that knows that I love Freddie Mercury, and he bought this sort of limited edition Freddie Mercury postcard and gave it to me, and I've still got that up on my wall. You know, it was just really cute. I'm quite lucky. My fans are really sweet.
I know you're a huge fan of Queen, but do you like Adam Lambert? He's in Queen now, is that right?
Yes, I think he's a phenomenal vocalist, like insane. But for me, Queen is always going to be Freddie. I'm super biased because I love Freddie. So while I think Adam is great, and he's pulling off the songs, of course, he's doing a great job. For me, there's no one but Freddie that can sing those songs. So
Natalie, I've seen you got a video clip coming out for your French song. Is that coming
yes.
soon? And is there anything you'd like to say about the video?
Yes, so that's actually going to premiere today. So that's Sunday, the 8th of December at 7 p.m. UK time, which will be tomorrow, your tomorrow. So that the video was done on iPhone in a local theatre, and they were so kind to let us use the space for free. The idea behind the video is that there is a version of me watching another version of me performing on stage. And it was quite tricky doing it, but we managed to do it in the end in the editing process. We had some issues with the lack of light in the theatre, but we overcame them, thankfully. And I think the video really reflects the message of the song now. So I'm just excited to get it out there and see what people think.
Nice. I can't wait to watch it. I'll be watching it on my TV for sure.
Oh, yay!
Um, what would you like people to know about you that you feel would be important for people to know about you that don't know you?
um, I think I haven't had much luck in my music career in terms of, getting a break or getting spotted or whatever it might be. And I really do think you still need luck in this industry. Even if you work really hard, I still think you need a little sprinkling of luck, right? It hasn't gone the way I wanted it to go in my career, but I'm still here. And I think I would like people to know that I'm very tenacious, and I will not give up until such point where I really have truly feel like I'm exhausted, and I can't do it anymore. But I can't see that happening anytime soon. I have a vision, and I know that there are people out there that do enjoy listening to my music, and as long as that is a thing, then I'm going to keep making music. And I would like people to know that I like to experiment with genre as well. So if any of your watchers go to listen to my music, they'll see that everything's totally different. And that is because I love music and I like to explore as much as I can and challenge myself, change my hair color or whatever it might be, just make myself evolve. And it makes it more fun for me, which hopefully in turn makes it more fun for my fans.
Biggest music goal for Natalie Miranda, if you could be like what's up there, what do you want to do?
I mean, it's insane, but like headline Wembley Stadium or headline the O2 here in London. I mean, these are crazy, crazy dreams, which, in all honesty, will probably never come to light. But I would love to perform with a full band. I make it a bit more realistic. A Nathalie Miranda band, right? At a sort of fairly large venue here.
I think you've got a lot of talent and I can see you're very determined. So anything's possible. I'm sure
Oh,
you'll
thank
be
you.
there.
Yeah, I would really, I mean, I say this every single year when I do interviews. They say, what would you like to do next year? And I always say I would love to get a band together and perform my songs with a full band. But it is easier said than done because, you have to pay musicians, right? And I'm not in a position to pay musicians, and I would never dream of asking people to kind of just do it for free. The talented musicians need paying, and I'm not in a position to do that. So until I am, I will make do with what I have. I'll use my backing tracks. I have a friend that plays for me sometimes, plays guitar, and he's quite happy to do it for travel expenses and things like that. So I'm all right now, but I would really, really love one day to have a full band.
I'm sure you'll get there. And have you toured before on your own? And do you perform live? And how is it there?
I haven't toured, or I mean, I haven't performed outside of London actually. With my own music. I've been performing on the London scene for quite a long time, and it's over the last couple of years things have become more difficult. A lot of venues have closed. A lot of promoters have changed the way they operate and things like that. But there is still a really cool scene over here. There's open mic nights, there's jam nights and things like that. So as and when I can, I try to get to these things. And a lot of the showcase nights are really good over here. I just did one on Monday, which was for women in the music industry. So there was a whole bunch of really cool female artists, every act completely different, which was so refreshing. So yeah, it's still a cool place to be in London, but
That's
I
awesome. I
think it's
was there
hard.
last year and I loved it.
Yes, I remember we weren't able to meet up, were we? But next time you come, we will.
How can people find you on social media?
The best place to go to is my website, which is nathaliemirandamusic.com, Nathalie with a TH. And on there, you'll find all the socials, direct links to all the socials. I'm everywhere, basically.
And I wish you all the best of luck with your new single. What's it called again?
It's called Jamais, which means never in French.
Very nice. And one quick sentence about your new song to encourage people to listen to it.
Oh, it is powerful. It's passionate. And even if you don't understand French, you will feel it. I promise.
I definitely felt it in here.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for saying that, Alex. Thank you.
I really love following you on social media. I think it's been a few years now that we've been following each other. So
It has, yeah, yeah. It's I mean, it's a great community, I think, for us. You know, we've got a lot of mutuals, I think, and we all kind of support each other, and it's yeah. I think we're quite lucky.
yeah, I love Instagram. What's your favorite thing about Instagram?
I like Instagram. You know, it's I think it doesn't feel as it doesn't feel as kind of judgy as other platforms. Like you can post what you like, and your fans and your little community will always support you. And I like how it works. I like its functionality. I think it is just yeah, it's really cool.
Hey, Natalie, appreciate you coming on Chats with Alex. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for inviting me.
I wish you all the best with your career and your new song.
Thanks, Alex, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Kronia Pola in Greek.
Ναι, χρόνια πολλά.
Mais je ne céderai pas, jamais, jamais. Et ils entendront ma voix.